Well, here we are, folks. Welcome to One Man Jam, or One Man's Journey in Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host for the video, Chad Hall. Brand new to making YouTube videos, but I wanted to create this video to give you my first impressions on the multiple income funnel system. Now, full disclosure, I'm brand new. This is October 2021 that I'm filming the video, and I just signed on with the company this month. So I've been here, two and a half weeks or so, I believe it is now. I've done nothing with it yet. I just started driving traffic, and I've watched a number of the trainings, which have been really great and very helpful thus far. But I wanted to provide my first impressions, some observations, and my thoughts based on my first couple of weeks here inside multiple income funnels. So my hope is that you're going to find this helpful. I'm going to do a quick drive through some of the key parts of the program here, this tour around the site, and then we'll close it on out. So let's get into it here. First thing you're going to find is the Start Here tab. What jumped out to me immediately is all the bright colors. There's a lot going on. There's a high vibe, a buzz around the community. I like that a lot, right? This is not your dull corporate site. You're not going to find anything dull and boring here. There's always something going on. I'm not going to get into the Facebook community today, but I did want to point out, same way there. It's a highly engaged, high energy community. There's constant shares of people winning, earning commissions, low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket commissions. It's just a very engaged, lively group, and I just love that. Success, things like that are contagious. And you find some really good people around here doing some pretty special things quickly by leveraging the system. So let's get into it. If you jump down here, you can see step by step in true nature with the system here. The very first thing you're going to do is watch this introductory video by Mack Mills. Now, I had not heard of Mack before, which is surprising because he's been an online marketer and successful online entrepreneur for, I believe, going on 2 decades now. And he's earned millions and millions of dollars online. And I got to say, I just really appreciate what this man has done here. He has recognized a market challenge or a problem that many people deal with today, which is information overload. There's a lot of good courses out there, right? But there's the challenge I found with some of those is there's 50, 100, even 200 or more hours of video in some of these courses. And it's just confusing. There's so much to wrap your head around. And no discredit to the course creators, right? They mean well and it's good information, but there's too much there, I think. More is not better, right? What you need to act on right away is all I want to see. And that appears to be what's inside the system here. So I really appreciate what Mack has done here in creating this system, something you can plug in, leverage, do the work, and come out the other side of it successful and get the results that are suggested here. So you're going to find that, and I just really appreciate what he's done. The next thing you're going to do is set up your income streams. Now, you've got several to choose from here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you jump up to the top right here, there's bonus income streams as well. Now, I opted in for this My Lead Gen Secret. I initially did not do Scalability Pro. I just recently did that. But let me jump back over here. I'm also in Multiple Income Funnel and the Traffic Authority. I did not go with Easy One Up and TextBot. Now, I may regret that. We'll have to see. The reason I'm saying that is because I was either watching a live training or a recorded training, I don't recall which, but they were interviewing a couple of people who were very successful quickly. And a big part of the reason for that was that they came in, they were all in right out of the gate, meaning they leveraged all the income streams so that they could recognize and receive commissions for any sales of these other income streams. Okay, so you have to be a part of it to get the commission. So maybe I'll regret my decision. We'll have to see. But, I did what felt right for me, and I can always change that. So once you've got your income streams set up, the next thing you're going to do is set up your e-wallet. And this is simple. It's a couple of clicks, upload a document, and you're off to the races. And at that point, you're positioned to be paid commissions on affiliate marketing sales that the system helps generate for you. Very simple, not much to it. The last step here, the back office tour, is a video that's going to show you around. And I just want to say, note the length of this video here. It's under 10 minutes. I really like that they don't create long, drawn-out videos when it's unnecessary. They're short, they're to the point, they give you what you need, and you get on your way and work the system. So I wanted to point that out because that's something I noticed right away is there's not a lot of fluffy extra stuff that's not needed. Just give you what you need to be on your way to start making money. Up along the top here, I'm going to cover off on a few of these rather quickly. Links, this is where you're going to go get all your marketing affiliate links so you can cut and paste these and start promoting those on social media, whichever platform you feel most comfortable with, or email, or anywhere you want to promote your link. It's a quick, single pane of glass, one-stop shop where you can go and get all your information, and it's right there for you. The next thing here is traffic. You can actually buy traffic from right inside multiple income funnels. And as I understand, this is high converting traffic when compared with other sources of a similar nature. It converts very, very well. I just think that's cool. Now, you don't have to do this. I did purchase traffic and I'm running traffic, but you can go out and do it, by posting on social media and other areas as well without the added cost. But if you do want to buy traffic from a traffic store, you've got it right here. It makes it so simple to know where to go and how to do it. The next thing you're going to have is a team. Naturally, I'm brand new. I don't have a team built yet, but when I do, their names will show up here. Personally, you don't have to do this, but I will choose to be an engaged member and like to lead people, work with them, help pull them up. I'm a big believer, and I understand that there's a reason that being engaged with your team is going to help you become successful as well. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I would encourage you. But the nice thing is that'll be listed right here in the site and you'll know where to go and find it. Okay, and you can create a small or large community within the community. Any leads that you get are going to show up under the leads tab, right? So you can follow up with them. Again, the system's going to handle a lot of that follow-up for you. But above and beyond that, you're going to have access and a leaderboard. For those of you that have a competitive spirit and want to keep a very close pulse on what it takes to be in the top 5, 10, 25, you can go here and see exactly what kind of numbers you need to produce so you can set your goals accordingly. Or if you want to crash through the top of that, you can set your goals more aggressively. But you'll have a place where you can go to keep a pulse on what it takes to be in that winner's circle. All right? I think that's great. Resources. I want to spend a moment here. You've got email swipes, short, punchy, effective emails. I just think this is great. Furthermore, you can take these and deviate, just create similar emails with different themes. This is of course, true with any swipe copy you would have, but I love that they give you, there's 10 or so looks like there's 7 email swipes here that you can use to create many of your own emails of a similar nature, just different themes. So I love that they provide that. Web banners, again, you're going to have any number of them to choose from here, depending on what platform you're marketing on. Same with social media images. Note on that, I used to think that it was what I found was visually appealing. That's what I should put out there. And I was dead wrong, right? It's not about what I like. It's about what causes people to engage and click. And they've gone through the trouble to find out what works. Even if it's not necessarily your own style, this is high engaging, high click content. It's going to introduce people to an awesome opportunity that they can start earning an income from home online with little or no experience. And you can see it's visually appealing. I mean, it draws you right in. You've got different options. You can use multiples, whatever you want to do, it's there for you. The Facebook post, you've got something structured and modeled here that you can use. This probably goes without saying, but I'm going to mention it anyway. If you use this, you're probably best to change maybe 5 or 10% of it. Just follow the structure. You just don't want to get flagged for something unnecessarily on something that's easy to avoid. So change it up slightly and you'll be fine, right? The last tab here is training. I'm a coach. I'm a big student, a dedicated student of the mind and success and studying successful people. So it's safe to say I have a bias when it comes to training. And I was very happy with the system, but I wasn't sure what to expect. The training, what's this really going to be like? I've been very pleasantly surprised so far, and I've spent quite a bit of time going through the trainings here because I find them to be very helpful. The 7 steps to success with MIF, here, they promote a lot of work on you and yourself and your mindset. I love that because, it just brings a more honest, greater version, expanded version of you to the table. And you're going to be more effective in everything you do when you spend time every day working on yourself. So that's a common theme that runs through everything that goes on inside this community is self-growth. That's very, very important to me. I know it will be for some of you as well. And if you're not involved in self-growth today, I can't stress strongly enough how important it is to have a proper mindset. I know you've heard that before, but come to understand why it's so important. You're going to find that here too. But there's other topics, traffic, follow-up, YouTube, Facebook. You can see these. They're all there for you. And then if you go into the marketing system success training, now I've not been through these personally yet, but if you take a look at the topics here, you can tell they're all relevant. They're topics you would want to know about and learn about, and they're right here for you inside the back office in the portal, okay? Now, I want to point out one more thing here. Again, look at the length on these videos. 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 4 minutes. You can see the theme here. This is not going to bog you down for hours and hours and hours. Again, I'll repeat it, more is not better. Just give people what they need so they can action that. And that's what they've done here. I couldn't be more pleased with that, to see that. And then where I've found to be tremendously helpful as someone new is these weekly MIF training calls. Now, every Monday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's a training call inside the Facebook group. And if you can't be there live, these are recorded and they're put right here in this portal. I have found these to be absolutely incredible, extremely helpful, because they take top people in the company and they interview them and they ask them all the questions that you would want to know. Things like, where were you when you came into this opportunity? How did you find it? What were you doing? What did you find appealing about this? What were some early lessons that you learned? And what is it that you're doing every day to become successful as an entrepreneur here with multiple income funnels? And they're spilling the beans on this. And here's the biggest thing that I'm finding out. These people come from all different backgrounds. They don't have any particular skill sets that you and I don't have. The only thing they're doing that separates them from other people is they practice key daily disciplines. Because I found that everybody says they're coachable. I've never met anybody who says they're not coachable. But very few people are. Very few people can take and follow instructions to a T and do that daily. Right? And this doesn't require a lot of time commitment. It just requires a little bit each and every day. You've got to work the system and let the system do its magic, right? It will produce. It's not the system that doesn't work, it's the people. The common theme, no matter how you go about this, there's all different options. These weekly training calls are going to expose you to these different options that are available to you. But if you can get your head around just an hour a day, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on how far advanced you are in the business, if you can do that, what I'm seeing and what I'm observing is that that is really what's helping these people to be successful. You've heard success leaves clues, right? And it does. If you can find out what someone who is successful is doing and replicate that behavior, you are going to experience similar results. And that's all there is to it. And they're spilling the beans on this inside these training calls. So I love that. So let's jump back here. That about wraps up what I wanted to cover with you guys. Now, here's one other thing. I watched a few videos before I came on with the company, and I saw people asking, is this a scam? Is this legitimate? Here's what I'll tell you about that. Number one, I respect the person that introduced me to the business and who suggested it. So I had that going for me. I already had respect, so that settled a lot of that for me. But when people say things like, is this a scam? I was going to say, I don't know where it comes from. The truth is, I do know where it comes from. It's often a knee-jerk reaction that comes out when someone doesn't fully understand something. Now, I know there's scams out there, but this is not one of them, right? This is a great opportunity based on what I'm seeing so far from just a couple of weeks in. It's legitimate. There's good business practice. There's promotion of self-growth, of compounded efforts done daily, all the things you need to be successful. And here's the thing, you can watch the system and learn from what the system is doing. So if you're not familiar with how this all works, I wasn't either. But you can come in and watch and see, okay, the system's doing this follow-up. And then over time, if I want to take it and expand on it, I've got these email swipe copy. You can start to piece all this together in a way that's very simple and not confusing. And I just really appreciate that, and I think you will as well. So if you found this video helpful, please drop me a comment and let me know. If you have questions or you'd like me to clarify on something further, drop me a comment, let me know that as well. Like and subscribe. If you'd like to follow my journey and my progress, be sure you subscribe. Click the subscribe button below. But, probably most importantly, if you're curious about this and you think you might want to get started and go through a similar journey yourself, click on the link that's in the description for the video. That'll enable you to get started in a business. Or if you're curious and you kind of want to get a feel for what does this look like, how does this marketing look and feel, opt in for this. You'll get a feel for exactly what your customers and clients are going to see and feel when you're on the inside of the business as well. So I can't stress that strongly enough. I'm all about making quick decisions. I don't overanalyze stuff. I make a decision that's firm. That's a big part of being successful. You'll read about that if you're doing any kind of self-growth. But even if you're curious, I would suggest, opt in. Or if you have questions, please let me know. I'm here to help and to document my progress in hopes that it's going to provide some value for you guys. That's all I've got for now. Again, I've said what I needed to say, but I'll be back soon with another video in the very near future. And I thank you. Bye for now.